we have got a new letter today, and the letter is O. So we're going to start off for our little talking bit at the beginning. We're going to talk about opposites. So if I said, what is the opposite of something? Let's have an example. So the opposite of big. Arash, what do you think the opposite of big might be? Any idea? Yeah, it's small. Yeah, good. So opposite means the other way. So I've got a little opposites quiz, so I'm going to let you have turns. I'll say your name, and if I can see your video and your name, then you will get included. But if you haven't got your video on, you won't get asked. So any of those of you that want to join in and haven't got their video on, then they won't get asked. Okay. Right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to share the little quiz with you first.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Hold on. What did you want to say?
Ma'am, I was saying that you can keep marks like 25 marks, like all of the, like the maximum will be 25, and the rest 5 marks will be for the if you will keep your camera on, so you will get.
We don't. Well, it's just a very quick thing to start us off with, because I've got a story as well. So we won't worry too much about that. But here we go. I'm going to make this bigger. So you'll get a question each. I think, Arash, you can go first, since I've been chatting already. So you're going to get a word. Okay, so your word is hot. What is the opposite? You need to choose which one. What's the opposite to hot? Arash. Cold, yes. So the opposite of hot is cold. Next one. Swara. Hello.
Ma'am, slow. Ma'am, slow. Slow, ma'am.
Slow, yes. The opposite of fast is really slow. Okay, Anch, you're next. What's the opposite of big? Small is the opposite of big. Well done.
Small.
Okay. Arav. The opposite of
Short.
What do you think of? Yes, yeah, I think you said short, didn't you? Vinit next. Vinit. Your word is quiet. What's the opposite?
Loud. And noisy.
Noisy. Well done. Excellent. Jyotsna, you're next. What's the opposite of old?
New.
New. Yes, it is. Okay. Adishri. What's the opposite of?
Ma'am, miss. Happy.
It's happy. We haven't got happy there. Which one of these words do you think it could be?
Glad.
What other word means happy? Small, slow, short, or glad? Do you know? So glad also means happy. So that's the one. Now, Shivan. Shivan, we've run out. Oh no, we've run out, Shivansh. There's more people than questions. So in that case, where's Shivansh gone? Disappeared. Okay. Well, in that case, everyone that's here has had a go, haven't they?
Show answers. Click on show answers.
Oh, Anveshi's not had a go, has she? There we are. There's all the answers that we've done. Right, Anveshi, I'm going to give you a different one then. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
So we haven't got any more quiz questions left, but I shall think of one for you. What's the opposite of hard? No, I'm not going to use that. No, what's the opposite of difficult, Anveshi? Anveshi, it's your turn. What's the opposite of difficult? So, the opposite of difficult.
Easy.
Easy, well done, it's easy. Now, who hasn't had a go? Anybody? No, I don't think so. Right, okay, so on to our story. So O for opposite and O for lots of other things, actually. So I'm going to show you the story that we did for O. So this is a little bit of revision for the ones that were here before. It might be new if you are new. So this story is about Oscar, the orange eating orangutan. And the orangutan has got quite orangey looking fur as well. And Oscar liked to eat oranges, and he had quite big hands, and he liked to squeeze the oranges and make orange juice. Put up your hand if you like orange juice. Yeah, Jyotsna likes orange juice.
I saw orangutan in
Orange.
Godzilla versus King Kong movie.
A bit like, yeah, well, Godzilla was a gorilla, I think, wasn't he? But yes. So this orangutan, he's quite big and beefy, isn't he? Anyway, Oscar was born in October. So here he is just as a little baby orangutan. He looks quite different there, doesn't he? He was born in October in Oregon. Now, Oregon, I couldn't find any countries beginning with O, but there was Oregon, which is a state in North America, just at the top there. And this is where little baby Oscar was born. Now, Oscar loved to be outside. And he also loved to eat. Who knows what these are? Put up your hand if you know what these are. And Veshi, what are these? And Veshi, you got your hand up. What are these?
Olives.
Olives. That's right. Who likes olives? Anybody? Put your hand up if you like olives. Or maybe you've not had them. Olives are lovely. Lots of different colours and they're really tasty too. Arash, you have your hand up. What did you want to say?
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You've got your hand up, Arash. Have you got a question?
Oh, ma'am, I just left the result.
You just got your hand up. You're just waving at me. All right then. Okay, so olives grow on olive trees. And Oscar liked to play outside, swing around and jump up and down and climb the olive trees and pick the olives. Now, he tried out lots of different jobs. He tried out being an optician. Right, who can tell me what an optician does? Any of you been to the optician? Does anyone wear glasses like me? No, you don't actually, do you? So the optician tests your eyes, and if you can't see very well like me, then they give you glasses to wear. He tried being an optician, but he was rubbish at it. Then he tried to be an organist. Anyone play an instrument like an organ or a piano? I
can play the piano, ma'am.
Can you? Excellent. So piano, an organ's a bit like a piano, but it's got lots more keys, lots more keyboards, all of those. And you also have to play it with your feet. So there's more notes down there. So if you imagine playing your piano, but having another load of keys underneath, you have to play with your feet. So it's quite difficult to play the organ, and it was far too difficult for an orangutan. No way could he do that. Tried being an officer in the police, but he was too naughty. He kept getting into trouble. No good for an orangutan. And then an oceanographer. So an oceanographer swims around in the ocean and looks at all the plants, but he didn't like swimming very much, so he was no good at that either. Poor old Oscar. He wasn't doing very well here, was he? Now, we did find a country that he could visit, beginning with O. Not many countries, but there are some. And there's one called Oman, just here. Now, Oman has a lovely coastline on the Arabian Sea, and it is very, very, very hot. And when I went to Oman, I went here and saw this, and it was quite amazing. Now, in Oman, they make a fragrance called oud. And Oscar got quite into this, and he was working in an oud factory. The other thing he found in Oman was this. It was an observatory. Who knows what you can see in an observatory? Anyone? And Vesha, you have your hand up. Do you know what you look at from an observatory? Any idea?
I think sky.
You look up at the sky and you look at the stars. That's right. So from the observatory, you can see the stars and the sky. And he loved it there, and he got on really, really well. But then his dream happened. He bought an olive farm and made his own olive oil. And he was so happy because he was outside growing olives, making olive oil on his olive farm. Now, favourite foods. There were many. He loved to cook with his fancy oven. And these were some of the things that he made. He liked eating oysters. Anyone eaten oysters? Probably not. They're an acquired taste, I would say. Onion bhajis. Yum. Really nice. Onions. What do onions do when you cut them up?
You cry because of the onions.
They make tears. Yeah, they make you cry when you cut up onions.
Yes.
Omelette.
Get out. Why?
That's right. Omelettes made with eggs. And I can't remember what these are. The name has disappeared. Right, but there were some other things. Oats to make porridge. And anybody like Oreos? I bet I see Yotsna. I bet you like
a lot of
I bet everybody likes Oreos. Just to let you know, Swara, if you put your hand up, I'm not going to talk to you unless you put your video on. And I can't see you, so I'm not going to ask you. Okay, you only get asked a question if you have your video on. You know that. Okay, animals beginning with O. What do we have? This one is an orca. It's a kind of whale. An otter. What else do we have? An okapi. That's a strange one.
I have.
Anyone know what this is? Okapi. Yeah, it looks a bit like a, I don't know. It's a little bit like a
Killer whale.
It's a strange one, isn't it? An ostrich lays nice big eggs. And an owl, a wise old owl. So Oscar the orangutan had lots of animal friends and pets. And that was it. He disappeared as if by magic. So quite a lot of things there, beginning with O, and I found some more. So what we're going to do, I am going to do a little game with you now with some flip tiles. So when I ask you, you can choose a colour, and behind that colour will be something beginning with O. And then we're going to play hangman with some of those words. So here we go. Let's find the things beginning with O page. Bear with me, where are they? So things that start with O, here we go. Right, so we are going to turn them over. Right, and I'm also going to make that bigger, like that. Okay, so when it's your turn, if you get called, you need to choose a number, not a number, a colour. We'll read the word behind it. I'm going to write the words down, and then we're going to play hangman with them. So try and remember what the words are. Okay, so Vinit, choose a colour for me.
Orange.
Orange. Okay, Vinit, let's try the orange one. So what is that? What do we have?
Ma'am, this is ostrich.
It's an ostrich. So that will be one of the words that might come up in hangman. All right, so Jyotsna, can you choose a colour?
Pink.
Pink, this one? So what did you get? Orange, that's right. Okay, who else can I see? Ant.
And red.
Red. Okay. What do we have? Red one. Well, there's a shape. Do you know what shape that is?
Octagon.
Octagon. So how many sides does an octagon have, Hanch? How many sides does an octagon have?
Octagon.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
7.
8.
8.
Oct, yes, oct means 8. So you know an octopus has 8 legs. 8. Arash, choose the colour.
Blue.
Blue, okay. Let's have a look what you get. Ah,
I knew that the blue one has olives.
olives, that's right, okay.
Ma'am, you can also make olive oil.
You can make olive oil, so there's some olive oil there. That's very nice.
All.
Vinit. Sonam, can you, let's ask you. Choose a colour.
Green.
Green, okay.
Green.
Oh, what's that? I was talking about that. What have we got there?
Octopus.
Octopus. How many legs does the octopus have? You can't see them all, but do you know? So it's the oct again, like the octagon. So oct means 8. So an octopus has got 8 legs. All right, so who else can I see? Swarab, would you like to choose a colour? There's only one left, actually.
Dark blue.
Dark blue, okay. So what is behind the dark blue one? Another animal. What's that animal called? Can you see? It's called an otter.
Otter.
Okay, so have a good look. Oh, yeah, here we go. Have a look at the words again. Let's make them bigger. Okay, so we've got olives, octagon, ostrich, otter, orange, and octopus. So I'm going to choose 1 or 2 of these, and we're going to use them to play hangman. Now, when we play hangman, you're going to see how many letters there are. And you need to think about using the vowel sounds, because every word has at least an A, an I, an E, an O, or a U in it. Think about those sounds and think about the words that we just looked at, because it will be one of those. So we'll start with O. So one big clue will be to use O when it's your turn to choose a letter. Okay, don't call out the word straight away. You need to try to do it by a few letters first before you're absolutely sure which one it is. So I will do it on the whiteboard. Okay, so the first word, let's see how many letters it's got. It's got 7 letters in it. Okay, now remember, if you choose a letter and it's not there, we start to make the hangman. And once it gets to arms and legs, then you've lost. But I think you're probably going to get it before we get to that part. So, Jyotsna, give us the first letter. What do we need? Give me a letter. Pardon?
Odd.
I?
Odd. Odd.
O.
Ma'am, I'm saying odd.
What letter?
Rabbit. R for rabbit. R.
Oh, R. Sorry, R for rabbit. There is an R in this word. There. Oh, that's my rubber though. Wait a minute. There's an R just there. Okay, Swara. Give me a letter.
O.
Yeah, they all start with O. Okay, well done. Vinit, give me a letter. What do you think? Finit, can you give me a letter?
Yes, ma'am.
So what letter?
Ma'am, second number S.
S, yeah. Okay, well done. I think somebody might be getting what this is. Who hasn't had a go? Who can I see? I can't see very many people. Anch, let's have a letter.
Yes, ma'am. Third number P.
What letter? Pardon? C for cat. Did you say C for cat, this letter? That
Yes,
letter?
ma'am.
That. Yeah, there is one of those. Goes there. Okay, good. Who else is playing? Swara.
P.
T.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I think we might be getting it now. Jyotsna.
Ma'am, can I say? Ma'am, E.
E.
Yes.
No. Okay, there's no E. Anch, what do you think? Another letter?
What, ma'am? Ma'am, that is ostrich.
Oh, who said the word? It's ostrich. So if it's ostrich, put up your hands if you can tell me what the other letters are. Oh, Jyotsna, okay.
C. H. H.
What goes here?
And there will be I and I.
Well done, you. Okay. Right. I think we've got time for one more. So here's the next one. It's a long one, this. So. And Veshi, give me a letter.
Yes, ma'am.
What letter would you like to use? One letter.
Okapi.
Oh, I missed you there. Your microphone went off as you said it. Try again.
Okapi.
No, I want a letter. Don't guess the word. One letter.
Oh. Then T.
T. Okay.
Yeah.
It has a T. Right. Okay. Thank you. Arash. Give me a letter. S for sugar. Yes, it does have an S. Well done. Jyotsna. Jyotsna, do you have an idea? We have a letter?
O.
Yeah. Well done. In fact, there might be another one. It's got two O's in it. Anch.
Yes, ma'am.
What letter would you like? What do you think?
P.
I think you might know what it is. Swara. Not yet, Jyotsna. Don't call out. Swara. Have a letter? What do you think they want? Ah, that one.
Yes.
Sorry, hasn't got an ah. Finit. Any ideas?
Ma'am, U.
You're right. Okay, one more letter. What's the word? Anybody know?
Octopus.
Octopus. So what's the letter?
C.
Yes, it was octopus. Well done. All right, last one then, I think, probably. What shall I do this time? Okay, right, here we go. Okay. Right, let's see who I can see. I can see Swara. Give me a letter.
O.
Yes. We have an O right at the beginning. Thank you. All right, Arash.
R-A-N-G-E.
You can only have one.
R-A.
Ah, then, okay. All right, Ansh.
A. Mama already said that word.
I know, but you're not supposed to guess it so quickly. All right, so if it's orange, then who can spell orange? Let's give someone a chance. Jyotsna, what's the next 3 letters?
N-G-E.
That's right. Okay. All right, that was a bit quick. So I'm going to give you another one now, but this one was not on the game. So this one you won't find on the game. So this one is, hang on. Let's check how many letters. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 letters. And you just got room. Okay, so Ansh.
Nan. An.
Ah, like that one.
No, ma'am. An.
Not sure what letter you're saying. Sorry, my lovely. R. This one, this letter.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. Yes, there is one of those. Right here at the beginning. One at the beginning. There. Thank you. Swara.
A.
Yes, there is an A. In fact, there's 2. There's one there as well. Okay. Vinit, any ideas?
Yes.
What letter would you like to choose? Are you frozen? Eek. Somebody else quickly then. Jyotsna. T.
P. Letter P.
P. No, there isn't a P. Sorry. We're running out of time. Swara's got a hand up.
O.
Yes, there's an O. Okay. Any ideas? Think about the story. Anveshi.
Orangutan.
Yes. I'm going to put it in because we're out of time. Orangutan, just like in the story. Okay. Right. We have to go because we have run out of time. So if it was O today, what will it be next week?
P.
P. It will be P. I will see you next week for P. Okay. Have a good week. Bye-bye.
Bye. 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 Bye.